gradually became involved in activities in junior high and then high school, always encouraged by and supported by both my mom and my dad. It was also my mom who encouraged me to quit Girl Scouts when I became too involved in other activities. Don't worry, I think I got back at her for making me quit when I became a Girl Scout leader later on. Both of my parents were known as the parents to be at everything for all three of us, supporting everything that we did. Being involved in helping people is just something that I have always done. Fast forward a few years, well, maybe more than a few years, I grew up, at least I think I did. I started to think about joining a synagogue. Hey, my Jewish friends were doing it, so why not? In February of 2005, my mom passed away very suddenly. I was welcomed here with open arms to say Kaddish for her whenever I wanted to come. And this made my decision to join here in the fall of 2005 very easy. And this is where my story at Agudat Akim began. In the true spirit of me, it didn't take me long to get involved here. I almost immediately started coming to network meetings. I really didn't have much of a choice because Eileen was co-president at the time. It was okay though, since being involved was something that I enjoyed. During the winter, a bunch of us were at the Horns' house, sitting around their kitchen table, some people drinking more wine than others. But don't worry, I was the responsible one, only having one glass on that night. Anyway, the Cara Festival came up because Carl was co-chair at that time. They were all talking about how we needed a co-chair for the next festival, and of course I offered to be on the committee. Well, my wonderful friend Eileen, once again, had the brilliant idea that I should be Carl's co-chair. My immediate response was, how could I do that? I'm already involved with whatever boards and whatever activities I was already involved with, and besides, I've really only spent about 20 minutes at one Carrot Festival. How could I be co-chair? I told them that I would think about it. The following Saturday, when I arrived here for Shabbat services, I was greeted by Jay Yaglan, the president at the time, with exciting news that he had heard. I had a new job. I said, really? How's that? I love my job. I didn't know that I even applied for a new one. He said that he heard I was going to be the co-chair of Carrot Festival. And I said, that's interesting, because I thought I was just thinking about it. Well, as they say, the rest is history. And that spring, I also became the Women's Network Vice President, and as they say once again, the rest is history with that too. While keeping my involvement in community organizations, I became more involved here as well. I think that, like my mom, I just keep finding my Josie in what I do. I help in the kitchen when I can, I help on various committees as time permits, and my latest endeavor, I think only because I have a big mouth, is being the editor of the e-newsletter. Again, the key is just find a Josie in what you do. Find something that you love to do and stick with it. I'm not saying to find as many things as I have found, but find something. I know that I've made some wonderful friendships along the way, and that, along with knowing that I have made a difference in people's lives, is well worth it. So, obviously, my mom is not here with me tonight. But I'm sure that if she was able, she'd be here front and center. I'm grateful to Eileen for setting up FaceTime so my brother and dad, who live on Long Island, could be here tonight. Except I don't think that didn't quite work out. I think they're right here with me on the phone. I'm sure if it wasn't 2 a.m. in Austria, my sister would be here as well. It's really an honor to be receiving this award tonight. I did try really hard to get out of it, as many of you know. How could I be considered with a class of past recipients who have been involved here so much longer than I have, some of whom since before I was even born? How could we not give this award to one of the people around here who I know that I want to be when I grow up? Well, I had the committee convinced not to give the award to me, at least I thought I did, until I got a very firm phone call from Denise. She said, Hillary, I don't care if you accept this award kicking and screaming, or if you simply say thank you. You are getting this award this year. So I'll end tonight by dedicating this to both of my parents and simply saying thank you.